Hello YouTubers, this is Anubifar. Today I wanted to talk about the Aurora MR package, the one that's been on anniversary sale for $30. It's a very good deal. It's a great way to get into the game. So with that, a couple of my friends have picked them up now because it's the anniversary sale, and they're trying out Star Citizen for the first time. And I think a combination of learning the game and having a low powered ship is creating a little bit of frustration. It's to be expected. It's a new game. There's a fairly steep learning curve, and then compounded by the fact that you have a ship with two size 1 guns. So this was a fun little test. What I was doing is I was starting the round with each of these ships, different loadouts, and I was making it to the end of wave 3 and making note of the time. It's not very scientific test, and it's not very repeatable because it is kind of random. But the way I was getting around that is I was doing multiple tests with the same ship to get a better average. So the MR was on average 10 to 12 minutes depending on the spread of the enemy. It's not a very quick ship, and sometimes it would take some time to get back into combat. That LN, I was really impressed with that Aurora LN. It's a very good value. It adds 2 more guns and a quad missile rack, which is, in my opinion, great for the first timer. You get to practice locking and firing missiles. They're not very good missiles. I found that they were kind of slow and they didn't track for very long, but nonetheless, very good. I then tried an LN with upgunned, 2 size 1s and 2 size 2 Omnis, and that got me in and around the 8-minute mark. Like I said, 4 or 5 kicks, and on average around 8 minutes. I then tried a modest repeater Hornet, so 3 repeaters on it, and as expected, that got me around 4 to 6 minutes at the end of wave 3. So there is a pretty big jump in price, and the weapons platforms, I purposely didn't just go bananas with like a full monoload Super Hornet because I didn't think that that was going to prove anything. So basically the Aurora LN as an upgrade from the MR gets the Nubifar seal of approval. It is a very good use of $10, and it also gets you into some new game mechanics, which if you're just starting out, you're not going to learn on an MR, which is how to manipulate the missile system and basically have more fun with it. It is a much better ship. So what we're looking at right now is a stock LN. Stock LN adds 2 laser repeaters and missile systems, as I said. The ship still handles the same. It's a little bit dumpy, it's a little bit drifty, but I did notice the time to kill went down significantly with the added firepower. If I'm not mistaken, the enemy also seemed to be more aggressive. It's possible that CIG has worked into the code that the enemy is more powerful depending on what you bring in. So, but overall, I was really impressed with the LN. It was a good ship. It didn't feel as useless or weak. I didn't feel like I was hitting the enemy just to have their shields come back and then hit them again and again. So this is Little King. It's one of the bosses, and he's got a lot more hit points than some of the other ships. What I tried to do with this next test is bring the LN up to what I thought would be potentially its maximum. I put 2 size 1 and 2 size 2 Omniskis on it, which almost resulted in a true monoload. That means that all the bullets are traveling about the same speed and coming from the same place, so the aiming mark is all in the same location. And this was very effective compared to the MR for sure. Little King is still lots of hit points, and it was very difficult to actually put him down quickly, but I was happy with the rate of progress compared to the MR. I never felt like his shields had come back, and as I said, like you can see, he's really trying hard, and I think that that's because of the weapon systems that are attached to this ship. Again, this is just normal Vandal Swarm, no co-op, and this resulted in the fastest overall time past 3 waves. You can see it's just crossing into 6 minutes now, and Little King is dead. So what I wanted to do for my next test is not necessarily bring in like a sledgehammer and prove to everyone that time to kill is okay. This is a fairly well loaded out Hornet. It's not the best, but as you can see, it's got 3 repeaters on it, and this was good. This made me this reminded me of why fighters are so good compared to, especially you get into this this is I think $100 ship now compared to a $30 ship, and it's definitely much more effective. So at the end of this test, I was able to prove without a doubt that what we thought was going on was in fact going on. That my friend was trying to learn on a entry-level starter ship with 2 size 1s, and the time to kill was astronomical and frustrating. So to those people, I tell you, it's not you, it's the ship. It may actually be a combination of you and the ship. This is without a doubt a skill-based game. It's very rewarding once you figure out how to play, and once you figure out how to manipulate the ship to do what you want it to do. I find myself sometimes forgetting that I'm actually sitting at my desk, and I'm so focused on the game, and it's like I said, it's very rewarding, and it's I just can't wait until the Persistent Universe comes out, or at least I get a chance to fly in 2.0 and actually see what CIG is trying to make for us. I guess what I'd like to say in closing is thanks very much for watching up until now, which is like 7 minutes into the video. I had a great time doing this video. It was actually a couple of days testing. I didn't just fire the ship in there once and come up with a solution. I actually did a couple of volleys on the stock MR, the Legionnaire upgraded, and then a couple of Super Hornet, normal Hornet with a standard loadout. The reason I wanted to make this video is to reassure those new pilots, those new citizens that are just backing the game, that are trying it out for the first time. Don't worry if you're getting frustrated. That ship that you bought, the MR, in fact is quite weak, but it's a good ship. It's a great way to learn, and in reality, all you're needing to do right now is get familiar with the mechanics of the game. You don't have to be an ace right now, so stick with it, and like I said, you'll get better, and eventually you may decide to upgrade your ship and try something new. I'd like to thank you for watching today, and please support me by liking and subscribing the video. I'm going to try to make some more videos like this, kind of odd subjects that the AAA YouTubers don't make. And again, thanks for your time. See you in the verse.